Hi guys, your next video is the speed vault.
So the speed vault's a lot like the safety vault in that you're still going to put up a hand and the opposite leg is still going to go out, just like we talked about before. Except this time, we're not going to allow our far leg to touch the table. It's going to go up and out, right? The big thing here is jumping with your hips, not really making contact with the table until you're about halfway past it, if it happens to be as wide as the table. On shorter obstacles, you can literally just put your hand on the thing, but on something like this, I wouldn't want to put my hand here because obviously I might clip on the far side. Regardless, you can still get a lot of speed and a lot of distance with this task, okay? The way this is going to be done, a lot like the safety vault again, I'm going to first check out my obstacle, get used to it. See if I can get up onto it. Aha, I sure can. See if it takes me any kind of assistance to get up there, because then maybe I don't want to be doing a vault over this thing, or I want to take it maybe a little bit slower, okay? I tried to crank the lighting for you guys. I don't know if it worked. Right. A couple of things. After you've sized up your obstacle and you've decided you want to go ahead and give this thing a speed vault, when you're on your approach, you want to be jumping over this thing. You don't really want to rely on your hand to take you over it, because what will happen is your weight will kind of swing you over a little bit like a pendulum. Does that make sense? Think about it. I'll show you a little example here. There it is. All right. If you jump with both feet, if you're not leaving the ground with one foot and then your hips high, if you're posting up on that arm, you'll swing around. It'll kill your momentum, and that kind of destroys the whole purpose. The purpose of the speed vault is to get speed and have speed after we've already vaulted this obstacle. Right? As such, we want to take some speed all the way up to the obstacle, use that speed to throw our hips up and kind of get them horizontal, so that we don't clip that table, the obstacle, whatever it happens to be. In this case, it's a table. And then finally, throw that leg back so that our chest stays straight coming out of the run. It's really important we get our chest going back straight, because if our shoulders happen to aim toward the ground, our chest starts aiming toward the ground, even if we're not riding that arm, it's going to kill the momentum. It's going to bring us to a dead halt. Now, as we're in the air coming over this thing, a couple of things still apply. Number one, when I make contact with the obstacle, I want to be pushing it away from myself. I want to be checking out what's on the far side of the obstacle if I haven't already gotten a chance to do so. Maybe I need chase or something like that. And about halfway over this obstacle, I want to throw my outside leg, this leg, back in the direction that I was coming from. Again, this is going to help us keep our shoulders completely front. So we don't want to do that, again, until we are getting clear of the obstacle, because that's the same moment in which this leg is going to come back to the ground and allow us to go ahead and run it out. Obviously, also important is your selection of obstacle, where your obstacle's at. You want enough runoff to be able to take your momentum and bleed it out, so you don't go running into anything crazy or tripping over something that was in your way, something that maybe you could have cleared out and prevented an injury. That's going to keep you out of the game for maybe a couple of weeks. Last thing, a couple of quick demonstrations of form. I'm going to try to do this a little slower than I usually do. Hopefully that'll help some of you out, but it might not. And I'll do a couple a bit more fast-paced directly afterward. Alright guys, and that's the speed vault. Hopefully this helps you out. You're able to get out and test this out, see how you like it. It's one of my favorites. I love it. A lot of speed, nice slow profile. Pretty sure I could lose somebody if they were chasing me. I dig it, right? So have fun with this. Get out there, explore your world.